how many games do you think Deshaun Watson is going to be suspended for? Let me know down in the comments. Deshaun Watson has been in the news a lot recently due to his talk about possibly suing the NFL, and he has the NFLPA side on siding with him if he is suspended for a year or more. There was a report coming out again yesterday about this whole, prepared to file a federal lawsuit attacking a full season suspension. One source who has reviewed the materials submitted a last week by the parties to Judge Robinson told Pro Football Talk on Monday that the punishment most likely will not be a year. It's expected to be around 2 to 8 games. Whether the league would appeal such an outcome, or whether Roger Goodell, the commissioner of the NFL, or whoever he decides to put in charge of this case, would impose a dramatic, longer ban. That remains to be seen. We have not really heard much about what the NFL would do once Sue comes out with her initial suspension. So, Judge Robinson, after considering the evidence presented to her and making specific findings, will apply the terms of the PCP, the personal contact policy, to the facts and determine whether or not and what extent Watson should be punished for. And so we're slowly hearing that this is becoming 2 to 8 games. I reported about a report a couple days ago. I think it was 5 or 6 days ago when I heard 4 to 6 games. So that wasn't really far off. And then we heard a report that's going to be a year. Now we're hearing from Pro Football Talk that there was a source given to them that's going to be 2 to 8 games. Could be the final range of punishment for Deshaun Watson. So if there's any or what disciplinary will be imposed on the team's director of security. Given his title and the member of his ball club, he alleged response to the news of situation involving Watson by giving Watson an NDA to use moving forward. Don't really worry about that. That was more of the Texan situation. But the NFLPA is focused on the owners of whether or not is punished, or the punishments due to required a player like Watson to kind of receive something a little lesser than people were expecting. The Texans have settled 30 claims against them, specifically for their alleged role in the Watson allegation of the essays, which to me is the best case scenario for the Houston Texans. That's done. They settled those claims. Their hands are completely washed of Deshaun Watson, which is best case scenario for them. They traded him. He's gone. And now all the claims against him are gone. They can just act like Deshaun Watson was never a Houston Texan, and they can walk away with their hands clean. As explained on Monday, the league and the team hasn't responded to the inquiries regarding whether the NFL is investigating the Texans over a situation that resulted in 30 civil settlements. Watson and the NFLPA should, if they haven't already, considered raising the point with Judge Robinson via a supplement letter or brief, such as the failure to even consider any league action against the Texans, who would provide further proof of a double standard between club management and the players. But that's a lot of information for a simple layman's terms. All you have to know is that Judge Sue Robinson is expected to punish Deshaun Watson for 2 to 8 games. Then this will go to Roger Goodell or whoever he puts in charge of this case they'll either go, okay, it's going to be a 6-game suspension, and they can either appeal it or agree with it. They can go, no, he needs longer than 6 games, or they can go, I think 6 games is a good amount. But what Roger Goodell says is final. And then what Deshaun Watson wants to do is, if he was going to get suspended for a year, he was going to go to federal court and try to, 1, appeal it, and 2, sue the NFL for what has happened to him. For simple man's terms. All this other stuff is very in-depth and in-detailed. But if you want just a layman's words, that's exactly what's going on. But if you haven't already, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and it's your boy CJR Sports, and I'm out. Peace, guys.